Hello, Briony here from KITGURU. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Corsair ST100 RGB headset stand. I saw a sneak peek of this headset stand at EGX and it was officially announced at the end of September. It's currently available for £60. I can already see a lot of you going, whoa, £60 for a headset stand, and to be honest, RGB is getting a little bit out of hand, but I really love it. So, what's the point in this headset stand? So I think that nearly all gamers probably use a headset, and you've probably spent quite a lot of money on it as well. So this headset stand gives you somewhere to sort of proudly display it next to your other peripherals. So it's got the practical element that's going to keep everything looking nice and neat and tidy. And then you've also got the fact that it's going to stop your headset falling on the floor and potentially getting damaged. And then it also gives you a nice place to put it as well if you've got a wireless headset and you want somewhere to sit and charge it up. So I think the build quality on this headset stand is really good. It's made of aluminium and it's got this sort of like black anodized finish to it, which I think looks really nice, but it does seem to attract quite a few fingerprint marks. And it feels really heavy and quite sturdy thanks to that aluminium construction, and there's no sort of horrible plasticky bits in sight. And then if you flip it up on the bottom, it's got a rubbery matte base to it, so it's going to stop it slipping around on the desk, and it also is probably going to help it prevent scratching your desk as well. And then the cable at the back unfortunately isn't braided, and Corsair do braid their cables on their other peripherals, so I'm not sure why they haven't done it on this. And it is replaceable, so it's not too much of a problem, but I prefer the aesthetics of a braided cable. So the RGB lighting on the ST100 is what makes it stand out, and that's what you're paying for. So you've got 8 fully customizable lighting zones on the base of the headset stand, and these are nice and bright. They're pretty similar to what you get on the MM800 Corsair mouse mat. And then the Corsair logo is also fully customizable, and I find that to be quite a nice little feature. And then all this lighting you can customize using the KITGURU software, which I'll talk a little bit about later on. So fortunately, this headset stand has a little bit more going on than just the RGB flashy lighting. It actually has an onboard sound card, so if you plug any headset into the 3.5mm jack on the side, it'll actually turn it into virtual 7.1 surround sound. You turn this on using the KITGURU software, and I tested it using the Corsair Void headset. So I actually found this was really good. I jumped into games like CSGO, Overwatch, and I could easily tell where enemies were using the provided surround sound from the Corsair headset stand. So although it's a cool feature, if you're considering spending £60 on a headset stand, you probably already have a decent headset. So it's probably already got surround sound, or it's going to be using a USB, in which case the onboard sound card, although it helps to justify the price of this headset stand, it's possibly completely pointless for you. So the other connectivity on this headset stand is 2 USB 3.1 Gen 1 ports, and you've got one on the top of the headset stand, which I thought would be quite good for plugging in a wireless receiver for a headset, and then you've got another one on the side which is next to the 3.5mm jack, and I thought that would be quite good for sort of plugging in a flash drive or even charging your phone. They basically give this headset stand a little bit more functionality, and it means that it's not going to take away any valuable USB ports on the back of your computer, and it brings them round to a more accessible point on your desk. So I found that bringing the USB ports to a more accessible point on the desk is really quite useful. I'm currently trying out the Corsair Void headset, and I found that its cable was quite short compared to what I'm used to. So it actually gave me a little bit more usable length on the cable, and I think this is something to consider. If your headset has quite a short cable and your computer is situated further away from your desk, or it's even on the floor, I think it'd be quite good to just give you a little bit of extra length, and you're not going to be tugging on it all the time. You've instead able to plug it into the headset stand. So I said a little bit about the lighting earlier on, and I'm now going to talk about the software which controls the lighting and a few other things on the ST100. So it uses the Corsair utility engine, and I really like this software. I find it really easy and intuitive to use, but it also gives you quite a few different options. So let's just take a look at it. You've got all the tabs along the top here, which are easy to access, and it means you can jump over to all the different peripherals that you've got plugged in. So on the ST100, if I click on the lighting effects tab, this is where you control all the lighting. So I'm currently using the link lighting option. So that's allowing me to synchronize my headset stand with all the other Corsair peripherals on my desk. And then you've also got options, spiral rainbow, rainbow wave, visor, color shift, color pulse, color wave, static color. There is plenty on there to choose from, and you can obviously customize all of those. And then if you want a little bit more control, you can turn on the advanced lighting effects, and you have full control over all the lighting on the headset stand, and it's the same with other Corsair peripherals as well. So we'll go back to the lighting link option. I quite like that one. It's nice and easy. You just click it and it looks great. And then there is an option to turn on the 7.1 surround sound. So if my headset was plugged into that 3.5mm jack on the side, you just press this button and that turns it on. And then you've got the options to adjust the microphone volume there as well. And then there is another tab on here, which is the equalizer. So it's got a few different presets. You've got bass boost, pure direct, FPS competition, movie theatre, and clear chat. And yeah, pure direct is the smack bang in the middle, so that's what I'm using most of the time. And then you've got the option to actually add your own equalizer preset. So if there's not something on there that you want, if you're a bit of an audiophile, I personally don't play around with this stuff too much, but yeah, you can fiddle around with everything, make your own profiles, have as many as you want, I would imagine, on there. So that's really, really nice. I like the Q software. I think it works really great, and it gives you a nice bit of control over the lighting effects, etc. on the ST100. So the ultimate question, should you buy the Corsair ST100 headset stand? I personally really, really like it. I think it's got quite a lot going for it. You've got great build quality, really nice RGB lighting, and then you've got that built-in sound card. I think what's going to put quite a lot of people off is that £60 price tag. It is quite a lot of money, but it is priced similarly to other products like the MM800 RGB mouse mat. So I think it's sort of what you would expect to pay for the premium of having RGB lighting. And I think compared to other similar products on the market, the only other RGB headset stand that I know of is the Razer Chroma base station, and that is also going to set you about £60, but it doesn't actually have the built-in sound card, so that actually makes the Corsair product sound a little bit more better value for money. I think if you love RGB and you want to get a headset stand, then the Corsair ST100 is definitely one to consider. I don't think you're going to be disappointed if you do decide to part with your cash. I'm just really interested to see what Corsair are going to RGB next. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from KITGURU, hit the subscribe button.